James Franklin was as wanted as he was because he repaired everything about Penn State except for winning some of the games at the end that they expected him to win because they wanted to go even further after the biggest scandal I've ever seen in my sports lifetime. The fact that they are in complete disarray and that they've got a bad recruiting class and they've got what can be said about how it is that their power is getting in the way of doing this correctly, like their leadership that you have.
That Penn State's a kooky place. Happy Valley's strange. We know that about this place. There's a lot of old school Paterno people that have a lot of influence, and you kind of have to check certain boxes to get a lot of influential people in your camp. But what happened to Penn State is pretty fascinating in that the reason why all these other schools are hiring coaches and they hadn't was they had their guy. They had him locked up. Their guy was playing in a conference championship game of consequence, so that's why we hadn't heard anything about it. And Kalani Sitake,
that's the BYU guy?
The head coach of BYU, left them at the altar because the CEO of Crumble came to the table and gave Sitake an offer he couldn't refuse.
The cookies are good.
They are. And now the team that had the longest runway is scrambling to fill what was thought to be one of the more
so much time.
what was thought to be one of the more desirable head coaching jobs in the history of the sport. Today is National Signing Day, as Dan announced. They have the worst class in the Big Ten, and it isn't by a little. Every single person that committed to James Franklin apparently didn't care about Happy Valley because they're all going to Blacksburg.